Is Congressman Brad Sherman, a Democrat from California. Sir, good to have you here. Before we get to the discussion about who's going to lead your group, what do you guys do here generally? I mean, a lot of Republicans had criticisms for Donald Trump because they didn't think he was that conservative. They thought some of his ideas were actually fairly democratic. Are there things that you guys can get on board with, do you think, or is this just going to be straight opposition?
Well, Donald Trump campaigned as a populist. Increasingly, I fear he's going to govern as if he's Mitt Romney. We want to impose taxes on those who ship jobs overseas. Some in his group are talking about a zero tax holiday on the profits earned overseas. We see Bannon. That's certainly not a good sign for those who want to bring the country together. But there are some areas, particularly infrastructure, but also Trump's statements in favor of protecting Social Security and Medicare benefits, and of course his trade policies. We are running the largest trade deficit every year, year after year, that any country has ever run in the history of the world. And I think we may get a new trade policy from Donald Trump. Hopefully we get more than just a no on TPP, because we would have probably achieve that no matter who had been elected president.
You want to tell us who you support when it comes to your leadership? Nancy Pelosi or Tim Ryan? There's the argument that Tim Ryan is the new face, and you guys got shellacked, basically. Is it time for new leadership?
We gained some seats in the House. They gained some seats in the Senate. The overall image and success of the campaign was in the hands of Barack Obama and especially Hillary Clinton, and that didn't work out well. But we won the popular vote, and I think that it's not some people aren't voting for faces; they're voting for policies.
So we are showing our viewers right now that the losses that you suffered under President Obama since during his tenure. You've lost 63 seats in Congress, 10 in the Senate, 12 governorships. And then if you go down to the state level below the governorships, it's pretty dire as well. So to underline, well, respond to those. You don't think that has anything to do with the leadership?
Well, I don't know about electing governors. That's not my focus. In the House, this is the leadership that led us to the huge victories of 2006 and 2008 and the good showing in 2012. It is very difficult, however, for House leadership to create an image for the Democratic Party. I mean, go back at your own broadcasts. How many minutes was Nancy Pelosi on versus Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton? When people went to vote and they thought Democratic Party, they were and contrasting it with the Republican Party, the images they had were Donald and Hillary.
2008 was a long time ago. That was then. This is now. Let me ask you this: there seems to be a huge divide here. You've got people who are older, like Bernie Sanders, far to the left. You have younger people like Tim Ryan, a little more centrist. Which path should you take? What is the lesson from this election?
The lesson from this election is to reach out to working families around the country and to offer them not just an opposing TPP, and I don't think my party articulated that very well. There were so many in our party, including the president, who was in favor of our existing trade policy and doubling down on it, that message got lost. Look at the states that Hillary Clinton lost. They are the exact states you would lose if you allow the Republicans to look like they're for a new trade policy and you allow the Democrats, led by the president, to make it sound like we're for doubling down on the old trade policy. It's not that we lost nationwide. We won the popular vote. We lost the states that concerned about trade, most especially, and those are states we're going to get back to by proposing a new trade policy.
Congressman, it's Brian Sullivan. Listen, as a native Californian and native of Los Angeles myself, I know you represent the San Fernando Valley. Oil and gas aplenty in California. You guys have been fighting for years. Should you drill for it? Should you not? If we see a greater opening for oil and gas, along with renewables, as a Californian, would you support that?
There are places in California you should drill, places in California that you should not.
Such as where?
Well, off the Santa Barbara coast would be a good example of where we are not going to allow drilling. So I think that California produces significant oil, will continue to do so. And there are many other places in this country where we will produce hydrocarbons as we transition to a cleaner energy environment, where there are more jobs per kilowatt than there are in coal.
All right, sir, thanks so much for joining us. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Any thoughts, Susie, as you